Hey YouTube, EpionX51 here, and today I'm going to give you the rundown on a little anime known as Sing Yesterday For Me. So first off, I have to admit I have a little bit of soft spot in my heart for slice of life anime. There's just so many other really good shows out there in your action adventure genres, your fantasies, your isekais, your comedies, even your ecchis. There's just so much great content out there that it's hard sometimes to sift through that all and get down to a really good slice of life drama because they don't have the flash or they don't have the fancy character design that a fantasy action adventure might have. But there is some really good quality stuff being put out. So when I heard that Sing Yesterday For Me was going to be released for the first half of the summer season, I was really excited to check it out. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump right into the review. Okay, so what you have here is a group of characters that are strangely relatable in their own unique ways. You have a recent college graduate who finds himself working as a part-timer in a convenience store. Then you have the high school dropout who is trying to make ends meet. And then you have a former love interest who walks back into the picture after being away for several months. You also have a twist on the classic childhood friend trope that I won't give too many details about, but it does bring another level of complexity to the story. But when you put all these characters together in one location and start to see them interact, you can really see how the writers of this story tried to bring elements of real life into these characters. Each and every one of them is so relatable in ways that sometimes hit a little too close to home. Now, like I said before, this is a slice of life drama. It's not flashy, it doesn't have any amazing fight scenes or giant special effects. This is strictly a story about real people, and it feels that way in the style of the animation. The line art is a little bit edgy. The animation isn't dazzling by any means, but it's very unique in that it has a little bit of a roughness to the style of the drawing that brings out the rawness of the feelings that these characters are experiencing as they go about their days trying to interact with each other and trying to express what they're feeling for each other in this complicated pentagram of relationships. The story is told through the eyes of all of these different characters as they experience things like acceptance, rejection, friendship, love, things that we've all felt before and in ways that we've probably all felt very similarly. Now, where Sing Yesterday For Me really excels is its ability to grab a hold of those real feelings that we've all felt and bring those up from the past and help us feel those again. It's an experience that sometimes hits a little too close to home, but at the same time brings a sense of nostalgia about past relationships and interactions that we've had in our own lives. And where those feelings are conveyed most powerfully are in some of the quiet moments that Sing Yesterday For Me really does a good job in portraying. Moments where they cut out all the background music, there's no score, there's no dialogue, simply characters looking at each other or looking away from each other or trying to say things but are hesitating. It's in those moments where Sing Yesterday For Me really shines. Having said that, however, you have to understand going into this that this is a drama, it's not an action adventure. The pacing is going to be slower, it is definitely a slow burn. You have to wade through a little bit of sluggish storytelling in order to really get invested in the characters. I know that some viewers out there don't have the time or energy to do that, but trust me, if you're willing to endure a little bit of the slower pace, the reward and the payoff really comes at the end of the series. And it would never be a slice of life anime without at least two of the characters getting together in the end. Now, I'm not going to give away which ones those are, but there will always be debate over who was or was not best girl and whether or not the main character should have ended up with the one that he ended up with in the end. Now, I know that's a mouthful, but you'll just have to watch the series for yourself to see if your best girl is the one that gets picked. So overall, I have to say I really enjoyed this series. I think it had a lot of feels, it had a lot of impact, the animation was beautiful in its own kind of like edgy style. I thought that was really cool. And in terms of where this one goes in the ranks, I'm going to add this one to my worth the watch list. So not in the must-see category, but definitely worth the watch. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this review of Sing Yesterday for me. So make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you never miss out on any great anime content. Until next time, this is EpionX51 signing off.